Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Mountain Lion Park for this series finale between the UCCS Mountain Lions and Colorado State University Pueblo Thunderwolves. My name's Jake Ross. I'll bring you the action all day today as these two teams face off. The Thunderwolves trying to win the series. They would claim it 3-1 with a victory today. The Mountain Lions try and earn the split in the rubber matchup here tonight. It'll be Marco Cipolla starting on the mound for the Mountain Lions. He's struggled a little bit in the early going of this season. He's trying to get it going all the way today. He is 0-2, still looking for his first win. Though he's had some good starts, he hasn't quite had the run support in decisions on his season thus far. He's trying to find his first win today. It'll be Nick Perry on the mound for the Thunderwolves with just over a 5 ERA. He has started off very strong. A 5 ERA is nothing to sneeze at here in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, and he looks to improve on his season as well, as he is 0-1, just his second start of the season, third appearance overall for Perry for the Thunderwolves on the mound. We'll get you some starting lineups here, beginning first with the visitors on the offensive side. It'll be Reggie Williams once again leading things off. He's over at first base. Noah Hennings in the 2-hole. He will be in center field. Brady Pruitt doing the catching. We saw him both behind the plate and out at second base yesterday. And for the designated hitter position, it will be Christian Castaneda in the cleanup spot. We saw him throw out a pair of home runs yesterday, one in each of our doubleheader games. For your Saturday, that opening pitch is grounded over to Macaulay Sayre. He'll be at second base for the Mountain Lions, and that is out number one for Marco Cipolla. One pitch, one out, the peak of efficiency in baseball. For the rest of the lineup for the Thunderwolves offensively, Trey Vasquez over at shortstop, Kyson Howard at third base, Jeremiah Sanchez, who struggled at times in right field. He ended up getting pulled in Game 3 after a couple back-to-back errors. He gets another chance out in right today. Elijah Borjas out in left. We saw him both in left and slide over into right for part of Game 3 as well, as that one's in there for a called strike, evening the count at 1-1. And rounding out the lineup is Colton Miller at second base. We saw him in Game 2 yesterday. He did not play in Game 3, as that one, again, is called on the outside corner. 1-2 now on Hennings. Cipolla ready. The pitch, that one fouled straight back. We'll do it again, 1-2. Defensively for UCCS, Kit Wigington out in left field, Aaron Brakel out in center with Casey Campbell, who had a home run in Game 3 yesterday, out in right. Vander Hodges, who we saw at third in Game 1 and then on the pitcher's mound in Game 3, is back out at third base. That one just over the outreached hands of Ronan Hella. That one will be a one-out single as Hennings is standing on first base. As we mentioned, Ronan Hella out there at shortstop. He had a very good day, both defensively and offensively yesterday. Had only 2 retirements, 1 strikeout, and then 1 sac fly. So only really 1 out of his 6 or 7 at-bats yesterday was unproductive for the Mountain Lions as they check over to first. Diving back in safely is Hennings. Macaulay Sayre will be leading things off for the Mountain Lions offensively. He is at second base with Caleb Stubbings. He's played every game over at first. He does the same here today, as a nice curveball there, dropping in for strike 1 as Pruitt steps in. Pitch. 0-1's bounced high in the infield. This one may cheat foul. He plays it in fair territory, and he's safe at first as he came off the bag. Would have been probably smarter to let that one go out into foul territory for Vander Hodges. Tough play either way, and an infield hit for Brady Pruitt has 2 runners on with 1 out for Christian Castaneda. Castaneda, as we said, launched his second and third home runs of the season yesterday. A 3-run shot in game 2 and a solo shot in game 3. Lots of RBIs to be had for Castaneda over this weekend. We'll see if he can do it again here with 2 runners on and 1 out. 0-1. That one just misses below the knees, 2-0. Castaneda comes in with a .391 average to the day as he takes for strike 1 there. Very upright in his stance, but he does generate a lot of power in that swing, does Castaneda. Stands at 6'3", the junior's 220 pounds, plenty of power in that build. As he's ahead in a great hitter's count here, 3-1. Traffic here in the first inning for Cipolla and the Mountain Lions. The pitch, that one's on the outside half, 3-2. Good setup pitch there for Cipolla. See what he comes back with here. He checks on the runner. That's Hennings out at second. The 3-2. That one right down the middle. Strike 3 called. Big early strikeout in the day for Cipolla as he gets Castaneda to go down looking. And now the Mountain Lions try and get out of the inning cleanly as Vasquez comes to the plate. Good battle put up there between Castaneda and Cipolla as Cipolla comes out on top. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Nice fastball on the outside half to open the at-bat to Vasquez. Again here at Mountain Lion Park, much colder than it was yesterday. We're in the mid-30s. That one just misses outside. Looked like a cut fastball on that one, 1-1 on Vasquez. But we still have that right to left wind. Not quite as strong, but still steady. It's the 1-1 pitch. That one's hit well into right field. Out there's Campbell. He'll slide over and make the catch. The Mountain Lions give up a pair of singles, but they strand those runners aboard as we go scoreless to the bottom of the first inning. Welcome back to Mountain Lion Park. Macaulay Sayre leading things off, faces an 0-1 pitch, and he fouls it on the first base side into the screen. 0-2 quickly on Sayre. We'll get you the starting lineup here for the Mountain Lions offensively, as Sayre leading things off. The 0-2, that's a nice hanging curveball, but rolling it over to shortstop is Sayre. Nice pick over there at first base by Williams to complete the out, and Sayre goes down on 3 pitches. That'll bring up Kit Wigington. He's out in left field for the Mountain Lions in the 2-hole. Caleb Stubbings in the 3-hole at first base. Brad Madison, who had a good day offensively yesterday, back in the DH spot, batting 4th as this one's lifted. Could be trouble in somewhat no man's land. Sanchez over. Did he make the grab? Yes, he did. Great play out there for Sanchez. We talked about yesterday he struggled in the outfield. What better way to get back up on the horse than be tested right away, and he makes a nice diving grab to retire Wigington. Campbell will be in the 5-hole, for the Mountain Lions out in right field. Tyler Richardson behind the plate batting 6. Aaron Brackle back in the lineup. We did not see him in Game 3. We did see him out in center in Game 2. He's back in the lineup in the 7-hole. Vander Hodges over at third, batting 8th with Ronan Hella at shortstop, rounding out the lineup in the 9-hole. Quickly 0-2 here, as dealing early in this one is Perry. The 0-2 pitch tipped foul by Stubbings. Nice job staying alive for him, as the Mountain Lions trying to solve the Thunderwolves' final starter of the weekend, as this one's lifted out of play high behind home plate. And we'll do it again, 0-2. Both the infield and outfield straight up here for Caleb Stubbings. 0-2 pitch, that one drops just below the knees. Good take by Stubbings, 1-2. Another 1-2 on its way. That one just back to the screen. Good battle put together here by Stubbings. As this one's lifted high in the air into right center field once again. Again, Sanchez over in a similar spot. Had more time to get there, though. And he retires the third out for the Mountain Lions. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Thunderwolves as they come back up in the top of the second. Kyson Howard leading things off, 6, 7, and 8 due up in the inning for the Thunderwolves. As the first base coach late to arrive to the scene, we got to wait an extra moment for him to get over there at first base, as that one's delivered low for ball 1. Howard was pinch hit for after 3 at-bats in Game 3. Joseph Quintana came in, struck out looking in that spot the last at-bat, but Howard with a decent day. He was 0 for 1 with a walk, a sac fly, and a ground out to second base, but he slaps a leadoff single out to right field this time. And the Thunderwolves have a leadoff base runner. Jeremiah Sanchez comes in with a .303 average. We talked about yesterday, we saw him in both games. In game 3, though, he made back-to-back errors, was yanked, as that one's a nice bunt, got the job done. And moving up to second base is Howard, so a good sacrifice bunt for Sanchez, doing a job moving the runner over, I should say, into scoring position. That brings up Borjas. The first pitch to him catches the outside corner. A nice fastball there from Cipolla. 0-1. On its way. This one on the ground. Past a diving Hodges. This should get the run home. Nope, there's going to be a late stop sign. They're not going to test Wigington. As stopping at third base is Howard, but first and third with one out here brings up Colton Miller. Mount Lions will call out their infield play here with Richardson. See what they have drawn up for the first and third situation. Still scoreless. Another bunt. That one fouled off. That hit the hand of... Are they going to call him out? They are. He stepped on home plate, which you cannot do when you bunt. So Colton Miller is the second out of the inning. Huge break for UCCS as they now have first and third with two outs for Reggie Williams. I don't even know how to score that in my book, if I'm being honest. But ball one delivered to Reggie Williams. Still nothing to sneeze at as he had a very productive day. Came up in the first 4 innings of game 2. Reached in every of those at-bats. And he's ahead 0-2 here, first and third with 2 outs in the second. That one's low as well. 3-0 on Williams. Howard is on third. He led off with a single. Borjas came up with 1 out and he singled. And that's how we've gotten here. That one's right down the middle. Doesn't get better than that. 3-1. Taking the whole way, though, was Williams. The 3-1. This one's hit into right field again. Over is Campbell. He'll make the grab once again for the third out. And the Mountain Lions again give up traffic, but work out of the inning as we remain scoreless down to the bottom of the second. 0-1 pitch on its way now to Madison, as that one's outside. 1-1, the count will even. For those of you scoring along with us at home, that bunting violation for Colton Miller, that goes down as a unassisted put out for Tyler Richardson, the catcher, as I'm sure Tyler will happily take that since he did nothing. The 1-2 now on its way as previous pitch was fouled off. This one again fouled to the screen, and battling is Madison. Casey Campbell nearly had the play in the on-deck circle. Couldn't handle it off the screen, though. As Perry comes set on the mound out of the windup. The 1-2. That one outside, 2-2. Nice curveball there. Didn't get the chase out of Madison, though, as Madison with a 386 average. Doesn't quite lead the Mountain Lions, as the guy behind him, Casey Campbell's got a cool 460 average early in his season, but Madison knows the strike zone well as he fouls that one off again. Count will stay 2-2. Another pitch on its way. That one outside, and the count will run full. The payoff pitch. This one's hit well into center field. Henning should have a play on it, though. He does slide to his left and makes the grab out there in center field for the first out of the inning. And that brings up the 460 man himself of Casey Campbell. He's hit very well out of the middle of the lineup in the early going of this season for UCCS. We'll see what he's got in store here. First pitch to him. That one's inside out into left field. That'll stay up, though, as Borjas gets underneath it for out number 2. Nice piece of hitting there. Taking the breaking ball the other way, just like you're supposed to do it for Campbell. But unfortunately got just enough under it, and now the wind blowing straight out towards left field. So it did carry out there long enough for Borjas to make the play, and that one way inside on Richardson. He'll go to first base.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 4, Aaron Brackle.
Out is the manager for CSU Pueblo. That's wondering, Richardson had something to say to Perry, as that one was nowhere close. And Applegate, the skipper of the Thunderwolves in his second season, asked the umpires to chat about something. Umpiring crew today behind home plate is Gary Chakowski. Thomas Stout will be over at first base with Daniel Muth at third. Richardson did make an effort to get out of the way of the pitch, so not quite sure what this conversation is for, but perhaps Applegate wanted a warning or something against UCCS, but nothing coming of it. So the first pitch hit by pitch puts a 2-out runner on for UCCS and brings up Aaron Brackle as he swings through a first pitch. Looked like a changeup from Perry. And Perry is ahead 0-1. That one right down the middle. 0-2 quickly here on Brackle. The 0-2, that one, strike 3 called right on the outside part of the plate. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Aaron Brackle, as he is out number 3, and we stay scoreless as we go to the third inning here in Mountain Lion Park. Noah Hennings will lead things off for the Thunderwolves in their half of the third inning. The second trip through the lineup for Marco Cipolla. He made it through, somewhat cleanly, as he did give up a lot of traffic, but was able to keep the Thunderwolves scoreless. We'll see if he can do the same this time around. Again, squaring around a bunt, pulling it back, but a called strike anyway. 0-1 here on Hennings. Cipolla making his 5th start of the season. Did he go around? Yes, he did. 0-2. So a pulled back bunt that was called a strike anyway, and then a check swing that went around. Would have been ball outside if he did not check his string. And that's strike 3. Striking him out on 3 pitches is Cipolla. And Hennings, one of the 4 hits in this game for the Thunderwolves the first time through, but Cipolla gets the best of him with the looking strikeout the second time, and that'll bring up Pruitt, who himself had a single his first time up. Both Hennings and Pruitt striking the first inning, but unable to cash him in where the Thunderwolves, as both were stranded, as he takes for strike 1 on the outside half. Cipolla seems to be settling in just a bit. Is that one lined, and a jumping Caleb Stubbings times it up perfectly, and a great play over there at first base for out number 2. Two up, 2 down here in the third inning for the Mountain Lions, as Christian Castaneda, who struck out looking on a full count, comes back up and takes a nice slider outside for strike 1. 0-1. Again, same spot. Oh, doesn't get the call this time. Looked like pretty much the same pitch, but called the ball this time around. 1-1. Another one. That one just outside as well. 2-1 now on Castaneda. Castaneda with a near 400 batting average. That'll be just down after his strikeout, but he'll go right back up with the single. He knows the strike zone well, and he is standing on first with 2 outs and pushes the inning to Vasquez.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 12, Trey Vasquez.
Nice piece of hitting there from Castaneda to extend the inning for the Thunderwolves. As that one right down the pipe, strike 1 on Vasquez. Trey took the first pitch he saw in the first inning and flew out to Casey Campbell and right for the 3rd out in the first. That one just misses the inside corner of the plate, 1-1. Another 1-1 on its way. Nice curveball there on the ground to third. Hodges knocks it down, throws it across. Scooped out at first base by Stubbings. Nice pick over there, and that's the 3rd out. Again, the Thunderwolves get a single, but strand him on first base. The Mountain Lions are scoreless through 3. So we go to the bottom of 3. First pitch to Vander Hodges, fouled away on the first base side, out of play. 0-1 here on the Mountain Lions third baseman, as that one's just a bit high. 1-1 now. 1-1 to Hodges, that one straight back. 1-2 quickly on the Mountain Lions hot corner, as we saw Hodges shut the door in the win for UCCS, coming on in the 7th inning in relief of John Hoffman. Got the final 3 outs on the mound, as that one's through the center of the field and kind of took a hop off of the pitcher's mound, allowed it to get past Miller at second base. And a leadoff single for the Mountain Lions breaks up the no-hitter through the first couple innings. The Mountain Lions, with just their second base runner of the game, brings up Ronan Hella. Hella 3 for 3 in game 2. He was 1 for 2 in game 3, though he did have a sac fly. Takes for ball 1. Hodges, not a real threat to steal, with a pretty normal lead over at first base. This one's hit well into left field, going back to the wall and watching it go. A 2-run shot for Ronan Hella, his first of the year, gives the Mountain Lions a 2-0 lead.
Now batting, shortstop, number 6, Pueblo.
First collegiate home run for Ronan Hella gives the Mountain Lions a 2-run lead, as Macaulay Sayre steps in and fouls his first pitch back for strike 1. Mountain Lions freshman shortstop making an impact right away here. The UCCS baseball program is 1-1 now on Macaulay Sayre, who himself knows what it's like to take over that shortstop position as a freshman. He did so himself last year, played very well. He's now over at second base, as Kichi Sato, who was the everyday starter at second last year, has graduated, and now with Hella over at short, Sayre's found a home over there at second base. 2-2 on him now at the plate. Perry, who's dealing with some adversity for the first time, comes set. This one on the ground to short. Up with it, Vasquez. He'll easily come across for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Wigington. Two at-bats, 2 groundouts to the shortstop for Sayre, as Wigington, with a little bit of a left-handed shift put on here. The outfield pretty much straight up for Wigington, but more towards second base is Vasquez. At shortstop, kind of straight in the 6 hole there, is Howard at third, as 1-1 at the plate now on Wigington. Perry working quickly. The pitch here, this one's lifted into left field. This should be playable for Borjas, just in front of the track. It is. And that is out number 2 in the inning for UCCS. Caleb Stubbings flew out to right field his first time up. Digs in for the second time. As this one's hit well, but out of play, foul the right field side. Running hard for it with Sanchez. He will not have a play, have to return to his position. Oh, 0-1 to Stubbings. That one in the dirt. Another pitch on its way, and another foul ball out of play on the right field side. 1-2 to the Mountain Lions first baseman. Straight up defense for Stubbings for the second time. 1-2 curveball stays high. Evens the count at 2. There is good movement on the pitches here so far from Perry. As he gears up for the 2-2. This one, again, fouled out of play by Stubbings as he battles. Despite the chilly temperatures, it is a nice day out here at Mountain Lion Park. Right now it says it's 33, but the sun is out. Calm breeze, but nothing too crazy, especially for what we're accustomed to out here on top of the mesa at Mountain Lion Park, just below Pulpit Rock. 2-2 the count, still on Stubbings. Another setup pitch, that one low. The count will run full. The payoff pitch to Stubbings. That one low and outside, and winning the battle is Stubbings after wasting several pitches throughout the at-bat. He finds himself aboard with 2 outs. Brad Madison, who worked himself a full count his first time up last inning, ended up flying to center field. See if he can do some damage here for UCCS. Already with the 2-run shot, the first collegiate big fly for Roman Hella. Has the Mountain Lions up a pair, and a nice curveball drops in for strike 1 on Madison. Oh, 1. That one way outside. Good take from Madison, 1-1. Mountain Lions softball also in action today as this one's hit well again to left field. Going back again, Borjas, it's over his head off the wall. Going first to third is Stubbings. He'll stop there. And into second base with a stand-up double is Brad Madison. Nearly had the second 2-run shot of the inning for UCCS, but it just goes off the top of the wall. And Madison with another double. He's just a double machine this year for UCCS. Stands on second base. First pitch to Casey Campbell, misses outside, ball 1. That one swung through for strike 1. That one on the ground to the right side. Up with it is Williams. Hill taking himself to the bag for out number 3, but the Mountain Lions able to strike pay dirt first. The first collegiate home run from Ronan Hella as the Mountain Lions up a pair.
Picking the right college is key. And with one-on-one attention and hands-on experience, UCCS fuels success.
I wanted more than a degree.
So with innovative courses and affordable tuition,
UCCS fuels success.
Apply today at uccs.edu.
Back here at Mountain Lion Park is Marco Cipolla back on the mound for UCCS. He'll face off against Kyson Howard for the second time. Kyson took the first pitch he saw his first time up, smacked it into right field for a single. This time he's ahead 2-0 as he watches a couple balls fly past. As we mentioned in the last half inning, the Mountain Lions softball team also in action today. They're across the ravine as this one's bounced to third, and an easy play over there for Vander Hodges for out number one, retiring Howard. And an update for you from that softball game, the Mountain Lions taking on the Regis Rangers. The Rangers swept the Mountain Lions in the doubleheader yesterday. The Mountain Lions able to claim game one by a final score of 6-5. Paige White just moments ago hitting a walk-off solo shot in the bottom of the seventh inning to win it for the Mountain Lions. The Rangers were able to score first in the top of the second. Mountain Lions matched their 2 runs in the bottom of the third, and then from the bottom of the fourth, there was 1 run scored in every half inning for the end of the game. So the Mountain Lions and Rangers just trading blows, but the Mountain Lions able to come out on top. And back here at baseball, it is 2-1 as Sanchez takes his second at bat. As this one's ripped over towards second base, having to go back for it is Sayre racing back to the bag. Safe at first. Close play as Stubbings was kind of going to almost make a play on the ball, but was late to get to first base. Sayre made the play in the 4-hole, but unable to get back to the bag in time was Caleb Stubbings, and an infield hit for Sanchez. Second infield hit of the game for the Thunderwolves, as that one's low for ball 1. Stepping back in is Borjas. Cipolla will step off. And a pickoff play goes to first base. Diving back safely is Sanchez. The 1-0. This one on the ground towards the left side and on through. A base hit. Going station to station is Sanchez on the base pass, and it's 2 on and 1 out. As coming to the plate again is Colton Miller. Miller, his first time up, had a bunting violation. Not something you see too often. You are not allowed to step on home plate if you bunt. And he was reaching for the outside bunt attempt, fouled it off, but stepped on home plate. And that is an out automatically in the rule book. So he will try things again, and hopefully he has better luck this time with 2 runners on and 1 out. Same situation for him as last time up, as this one's on the ground softly towards second. They're going to go to second with it, on to first. Not quite in time. Nice job covering first base by Cipolla, as having to go make the play on it was Stubbings. They get the middle runner, which was Borjas at second base. It is a fielder's choice for Miller. But first and third, once again with 2 outs for Reggie Williams. Sanchez up to third. Miller on first as strike 1's delivered on the outside half to Reggie Williams. Reggie, who had a very productive day at the plate yesterday, struggling today, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. He takes ball 1 here, evening the count 1-1. Cipolla ready, the 1-1. That one catches the inside corner. 1-2. Nice pitch there. Like a changeup out of Cipolla. Just snuck in under the elbows on the inside black for Reggie Williams, the senior out of Douglas County High School in Castle Rock, Colorado. Just up the road about 25 minutes. Former Husky. 2-2 on him here. Set up pitch. This one in the air should be playable. I think it's going to get into foul territory. Right on the line, sliding and making the grab is Kit Wigington for the third out. Tripping over him as he does so is Vander Hodges. The Mount Lions are able to get the final out, though, and keep the Wolfpack scoreless through 4 as we go to the bottom of 4. Mount Lions still up 2. Nick Perry back out for his 4th inning of the work for the Thunderwolves. He'll face off against Tyler Richardson. It is 6, 7, and 8 due up in the inning for UCCS as strike 1 delivered to Richardson to open the half inning for the Mountain Lions. The 0-1, that one right at the letters, 0-2. Nice pitch there from Perry. Off speed. Right at the top of the zone. Locked up Richardson. 0-2 quickly on the Mountain Lions catcher. Offering. Curveball fouled straight back. 0-2 the count stays. Tyler Richardson tied the game in Game 3 twice for UCCS, once at 2 and once at 3, I should say. As he gets the high strikeout there, a nice pitch to come back with the high fastball. Gets the chase from Richardson, and the Mount Lions go down on strikes for the first out. Aaron Brackle struck out looking on 3 pitches in his first at-bat. Nobody ever likes to see that as a player or a coach. Sure, he got some at least stern looks in the dugout on his way back to his seat after his first at-bat. 1-1 on him here. Still hasn't swung the bat. As content just to see the pitches so far. That one inside, 2-1. Mountain Lions, after going down in order in the first inning, Richardson reached on a hit by pitch in the second, and the big inning with the leadoff single, and then the first collegiate home run from Ronan Hella last inning in the third has the home team up by 2, and a 1-out walk puts Aaron Brackle back on base, brings up Vander Hodges. He had that leadoff single that was the extra run on the big blast from Hella last inning. See if they can do something similar here. Not quite double play depth up the middle as this one's lifted. Should be just foul and is down the right field line for strike one. Having to return to first base is Aaron Brackle. You see him there. Vander Hodges will try it again, 0-1. Conservative lead at first base for Brackle. That one just catches the outside corner. 0-2 here on Hodges. Vander with just a 167 average coming into the game. That'll go up with the single in his first at bat. The 0-2 here, swung on and missed. Strike three. And 2 outs, 2 strikeouts in the inning for Nick Perry. And Ronan Hella, who, as we mentioned, first collegiate home run his last time up. We'll see what he follows it up with. Always a good feeling when you get your first big fly at a new level. That one in the dirt. Moving up on it is Brackle, and a high throw nearly going into center field. Miller was able to get a glove on it, enough for Vasquez to back it up and keep it in the infield. But 0-1 on Ronan Hella at the plate. Will be a stolen base. For Aaron Brackle. That one just a bit high, 1-1. That one swung through. Nice breaking ball there. Gets the miss from Hella, 1-2. Another pitch on its way. The 1-2 swung on and missed on the outside heater. Can't catch up to it, can Hella, and the Mountain Lions go down. They get a 1-out base runner with the walk, to Brackle, but can't cash him in. And we stay 2-0. The Mountain Lions lead it into the 5th inning. It'll be Noah Hennings who will lead things off for the second time today. He also led off the Thunderwolves offensively in the 3rd inning. Struck out looking on 3 pitches. This time he takes outside for ball 1. Timeout called. Asking for a new baseball. Not quite sure why, but third base umpire unhappy with something he saw, and that one outside. That's Daniel Muth over there at third base. 2-0 here on Hennings. First strike falls in there as that one crosses the inside half of the plate. 2-1. Pitch on away. That one looked like it was right at the knees, but doesn't get the call. 3-1. Mountain Lions dugout voicing their displeasure. The 3-1. This one lifted high in the air to right field. Going out is Stubbings, and it drops in no man's land. Campbell's up with it. He'll turn and fire it back into the infield. But a bloop double for Hennings is the leadoff base runner in the 5th for the Pack.
No catches, number 19, Brady Pruitt.
2 for 3 now on the day for Hennings, as making his 3rd trip through the lineup is Sipola. First pitch to Pruitt is fouled off out of play. Hennings was late on that fastball on the outside half, just kind of slapped it. Looked like it was going to get out towards foul territory, but the wind blowing in from that direction, and it blew it back into play in a spot that Stubbings, Sayre, nor Casey Campbell could get to. 1-1, runner goes, hit and run is on. This is going to be trouble for UCCS. The run will score easily for Hennings. Around first and into second base with an RBI double is Pruitt. And the Thunderwolves get a run back and cut the Mountain Lions lead in half.
The designated hitter, number 18,
Nice piece of hitting there from Pruitt with the hit and run on. Back-to-back doubles leads to the first run for the Thunderwolves. First pitch to Castaneda, catches the outside corner, 0-1. We'll see how Sipola responds as he gives up his first run of the afternoon. The 0-1, that one just outside, 1-1. It's kind of pulled down a little bit too hard. You could see out of the hand, the release was just a little too late. It was outside the whole way. 1-1 on its way. That one catches the corner, 1-2. Nice fastball there as Sipola has good command of his heater today. One-two pitch. That was a curveball. Bounced it into his own dugout. Did Christian Castaneda. Castaneda out of Eastwood High School in El Paso, Texas. First played college ball here in Colorado, down in La Junta at Otero Junior College, before transferring to the NCAA school up in Pueblo. That one fouled back to the screen, stays 1-2. As back pick goes to second base, caught leaning for a moment was Pruitt, but the high throw allows him to slide back in safely to second base. Another 1-2 on its way. Outside, just misses the corner. Good spot. Doesn't get the chase out of Castaneda, but at least made home plate umpire Chakowski flinch. The 2-2. Same spot. This time he gets him to reach. Again, it's poked into right field. This will stay up for Campbell, and he'll, since he's coming in and makes a catch in shallow right field, having to stay put at second base is Pruitt. The Mountain Lions getting out.
for shortstop, number 12, Trey Vasquez.
Vasquez comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He flew to Campbell in right his first time, then grounded to Hodges at third his second time up. This time he gives it a ride, but it's out of play on the right field side. 0-1. Sipola working from the stretch with the runner on base. Pruitt still stands on second. That one's outside as he tried to again nibble on that outside half with the fastball. Misses this time, 1-1. Checks over to second, comes to the plate. This one hit into right field again. It will stay up for Campbell for the second straight time. Probably could have tagged on that one, could Pruitt, but he didn't return to the bag off the plate. He took another secondary, and he has to return to second base because of it. That brings up Kyson Howard. He's got a single and a ground out. 1 for 2 overall. Again, checking on Pruitt, but coming to Howard at the plate. Nice curveball drops in on the inside half for strike one. Another 0-1. That one in the dirt. Did he go? They call it at the plate. Strike two. I'll be honest, I don't think he went around, but Chakowski behind home plate says he did. 0-2 here on the third baseman for the Thunderwolves. The pitch. That one's high. Looking for the high overpowered fastball. Doesn't get the chase. 1-2. 2 outs, runner on second is Pruitt. Had an RBI double to score the first run of the game for the Thunderwolves. This one's hit well into left, but that one's going to get out of play on the first base side. 1-2, the count stays. This one, again, slapped out of play, but this time on the right field side. One and two, 2 outs. That one's high, 2-2. Cipolla offers once again, swung on and missed. He dropped the ball. They'll record the strikeout at first with Stubbings. And a great comeback sequence, a leadoff double, followed by a RBI double to get the Thunderwolves on the board. Cipolla comes back with a couple of flyouts and a strikeout and limits the damage to 1 as the Mountain Lions still lead it 2-1. Mountain Lions reset the lineup here with the top of the lineup and Macaulay Sayre coming right back up. He grounds it again to shortstop, making a great play up the middle, but unable to record the out at first as Vasquez showing off his range to the left. Can't get Sayre at first base. It's a leadoff infield single for Macaulay Sayre to lead off the Mountain Lions half of the fifth. Kit Wigington steps in. He is 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. That time he flinches for a moment but holds up as that one drops in low for ball one. Checking on Stubbings for a moment, goes to the plate. That one's low as well. 2-0 on Wigington. Fair doesn't look like he's in any hurry to go anywhere. Right about the edge of that little extra dirt in front of, well, I guess it's not dirt here at Mountain Lion Park with all turf, but what dirt would usually be over there. 3-0 though at the plate on Wigington. That one in there on the outside half as Nick Perry still out there for the Thunderwolves, tries to battle back. The 3-1, off goes Sayre, hit and run on through the right side. Cutting second on to third goes Sayre. He'll have to stop at third, but a nice piece of hitting there as the single to right field moves Sayre all the way up to third, and first and third with nobody out here for Caleb Stubbings. Triggers a mound visit. Doesn't look like there's too serious of action in the pen for the Thunderwolves, as it looks like whoever's throwing over there is just getting started. But again, struggles for Perry on the mound. He was very effective for the first 2 innings. 1, 2, 3 in the first. Allowed a hit by pitch runner. That was Richardson in the second inning, but got outs other than that. And then it was the third inning that was really tough for him. A leadoff single followed by a 2-run shot from Ronan Hella. Got 2 outs after that, but gave up a walk and a double and stranded both those runners. A walk last inning, but back-to-back singles to start this 5th inning. He delivers strike 1 to Stubbings to open his at-bat. Checks on Wigington at first, comes set. The 0-1, that one in the dirt again. 1-1. Nice block behind the plate to keep it in front by Brady Pruitt behind home plate. We'll do it again as Perry comes set, working out of the stretch. 1-1. That one low and outside, 2-1. Good crowd here at Mountain Lion Park. Plenty of CSU Pueblo patrons making the drive up north. About 45 minutes down the road is the campus of CSU Pueblo. Lots of Colorado Springs or Denver, Parker, couple Greeley and Thornton products on this Thunderwolves roster as well. Sure to see some family down here in the Springs as this one's lifted high into left center field. Back to the wall is Borjas. Takes a few steps in from the track, tagging and making his way in to score from third is Sayre. So a productive out off the bat of Stubbings. Extends the lead back out to 2 for UCCS. Wigington did not tag at first base, so he's still over there at first. Stubbings bags his 20th RBI of the season. That leads the Mountain Lion lineup today, as Brad Madison, who doubled his last time up, is behind 0-1. Brad Madison has 27 hits on his season. 13 of those 27 hits are doubles, as that one checks his swing, but it misses low, 1-1. That is quite the double ratio for Brad Madison, pretty much 50%. As that one, he checks his swing once again, Are they going to check him at first? It looks like no, so 2-1. I agree that he did not go around, but usually they'll check either way. The 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Nice low fastball, gets the chase, 2-2. I think that one would have been a strike at the knees either way, so a good pitch to fire at if you're Brad Madison. And you're batting in the upper 300s and throwing out doubles like he is, you know where the strike zone is, as that curveball left over the plate for a moment, but chopping it foul into the screen in front of the CSU dugout is Madison. 2-2 the count stays. Wind dying down here. Mountain Lion Park for the moment. Temperature creeping up just ever so slightly. Strike three called. Nice breaking ball on the outside corner. Locks up Madison. He goes down looking. And that's out number two, bringing up Campbell. First pitch to Campbell, nice breaking ball once again. Looked like a curveball that time. 0-1 as it drops in on the outside half. Again, Perry checks on first, comes set in the stretch. 0-1. Fouled out of play, 0-2 quickly here on the Mountain Lions right fielder. The 0-2, outside, strike three called once again. Back-to-back strikeouts. The Mountain Lions go down looking. They do get the run back, though, as back-to-back singles and a sac fly get the run home out of Macaulay Sayre. And the 2-run lead is restored for UCCS, 3-1 as we go to the sixth.
Picking the right college is key. And with one-on-one attention and hands-on experience, UCCS fuels success.
I wanted more than a degree.
So with innovative courses and affordable tuition,
UCCS fuels success.
Apply today at uccs.edu.
The mountain lion can travel up to 370 miles. Located primarily in North America, these majestic creatures can traverse a large variety of terrain. There are, of course, some natural barriers. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
Low as digging in for the third time is Jeremiah Sanchez. He is 1 for 2 so far with a ground out and a single, I should say. 1-1 on him here as he chases the second, what would have been the second ball of the at-bat. Cipolla back out there once again for UCCS in the sixth. That one low, 2-1. Both of these pitchers been out there for quite some time. 83 pitches for Cipolla, 87 for Perry on the other side. 3-1 here. This one's ripped into right field. This could be extra bases as it is going to get past Campbell to the wall. Cutting first and on his way to second is Sanchez. He's going to try for the triple. The relay gets past. Nice piece of base running there from Jeremiah Sanchez. As he tested the Mountain Lions defense, the throw didn't go all the way to third out of the hand of Campbell. It was cut off in the infield by Hella, and the relay wasn't handled by Hodges. Would have been a close play if it was. A swung on and missed. Nice high heater. Opens the at-bat to Borjas. We saw a triple out of Casey Campbell yesterday as the Thunderwolves respond with a triple of their own here today in Game 4. They try and earn the series win. The Mount Lions ahead 3-1, trying to gain the split. And strike three. Nice high heater. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night to Borjas.
Now batting, second baseman, number 29, Colton Miller.
Good response from Cipolla after the triple. Brings up Miller. First pitch to him at the knees for strike one. This one bounced foul, 0-2 quickly on Miller. Miller 0 for 2. He had that bunt violation his first time up and then grounded into a fielder's choice his second time up. 0-2 on him here. That one outside looking for the chase, 1-1. Or 1-2, I should say. The 1-2 on the ground to short. The run will score. So productive out there for Miller as he gets the RBI. 6-3 the put out, but the RBI will score Sanchez and bring the Thunderwolves back within a run. Flips the lineup over as well, as Williams will begin the fourth trip through the lineup for CSU Pueblo. Fouls the first pitch off, 0-1. Oh, one pitch on its way. That one right down the middle. Not going to get much better of a pitch than that as a center cut fastball goes past Williams, 0-2. Back out of the windup, Cipolla, the offering. That one's in there. Ooh. Richardson thought he had strike three. He was getting ready to jog back to the dugout, but ball one instead. 1-2 on Williams. That one way outside, 2-2. That one low and inside as well. 3-2. Williams battles back and runs it full. The payoff pitch. Inside, ball four. Richardson's going to hear it from the CSU Pueblo dugout. Thought he had strike three on the 0-2 pitch, but it'll bring up Henny instead. And Mark Lee, the pitching coach for UCCS, going to stride out to the mound, have a talk with his starting pitcher. Mountain Lions talk it over. Leadoff triple from Jeremiah Sanchez, a swinging strikeout from Borjas, then the productive out on the ground out from Colton Miller is what scored the run. Then a two-out walk here after a full count to Reggie Williams. Brings up Hennings. Runner goes. Throw to second base. It's not handled by Sayre, so no tag applied, and a stolen base for Williams. Puts himself in scoring position. Second stolen base of the day for the Thunderwolves. 0-1 at the plate on Hennings. The pitch here. Staying put at second is Williams, and the pitch lands outside, 1-1. Pueblo dugout coming alive here. The 1-1. Nice curveball. Doesn't get the chase, though. 2-1. Mount Lions defense, other than Sayre, who's trying to keep Williams at least close, straight up. He returns to his position. Strike two. Nice fastball on the outside half. Hennings, his last time up, doubled, came around to score the first run of the game for the Thunderwolves. 2-2. As that one gets away, wild pitch, runs the count full, and moves Williams up to third base. See how Cipolla responds. 3-2, 2 outs, tying run 90 feet away for the Thunderwolves. The payoff pitch misses outside, and going to first is Hennings. First and third situation. We'll see if the Mount Lions give Cipolla the hook here, if they stick with him. There is action in the pen for UCCS, but it does look like they're going to stick with their starter. Stepping in, Brady Pruitt. As a single and a double is 2 for 3. As this one's lifted into center field, going back off the wall. This is going to give the Thunderwolves the lead. Around and in to score from first base is Noah Hennings. And for the first time today, the Thunderwolves are in front. And that'll spell the end of the day for Marco Cipolla. Mount Lions, at least Tyler Richardson, thought they were out of the inning as they had it 0-2 on Reggie Williams, but he loses him to a walk. Back-to-back walks leads to the 2 RBI double. And we'll step aside as we have a pitching change here, the top of the 6th. Hunter Owens will take over on the mound for UCCS as he comes in with a 10.8 ERA. Not great, but can't give it too much of weight here early in the season as he delivers one opening ball to Castaneda. This will be his third appearance, all of which in relief for the Mountain Lions reliever, and we'll see what he can do here for UCCS. The runner on second is Pruitt, who, of course, just had that 2 RBI double to give his team the lead. He is still the responsibility of Marco Cipolla, so the book not quite closed on him. We'll wait to give you his final line to see what happens out there at second base with Pruitt. 1-1 here, though, as Castaneda will be the first to face Owens. Nice curveball there, drops in and gets the swing and miss as Owens goes to work here. Hunter Owens, a junior from Erie, Colorado, a product of Fairview High School, as this one on the ground to the left side, going across and getting the out at first base. Nice play coming across. It was Hodges that made the play, and the Mountain Lions get out of the inning but give up 3 and now trail by a run as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Dylan Weaver will take over on the pitcher's mound for CSU Pueblo, as ending the day on the plus side of things now is his team able to take the lead after he finished up in the bottom of the 5th. Perry goes 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 6 punch-outs. He faced 23 Mountain Lions and tossed 87 pitches. Cipolla's final line as well for the Mountain Lions. He gives up 11 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 30 batters faced. He threw 108 pitches as this one's on the ground to open the inning for Richardson. He's retired. And the Mountain Lions pitcher just going 5 2/3, but he is on track to get the loss as things stand, as he exits the game with his team at a deficit. For the Thunderwolves, Weaver comes in 3.48 ERA. He is 2-2 in decisions on his season. This is his 7th appearance already, as they like to go to him out of the pen. He's got a good ERA, 3.48 in 6 appearances, 10 1/3 pitch, nothing to sneeze at all. That one misses 1-1. That one in there as well, 1-2. Another one of those ice cream green gloves. We've seen a lot of those from pitchers this year. 2-2. John Hoffman has one of those himself. We saw a couple from northern Colorado when the Bears were down from Greeley as well. The 2-2 pitch here. This one on the ground as a check swing, slow roller. Can he beat it out? Yes, he can. Tripping over himself in the infield is Vasquez. And the Mount Lions have a one-out base runner. Brackle looked unsure of himself, wasn't really meaning to actually hit that baseball, was checking his swing, kind of hesitated once it went into play in the first place, but so did the entire infield for the Thunderwolves. He's on first base. Vander Hodges, 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout, steps in. He takes for strike one. The 0-1. That one just misses right below the knees, 1-1. So check over to first. Safely back is Aaron Brackle. Another check over to Brackle. That was a close one and safe at first. Caught leaning Aaron Brackle over there. He has only made one stolen base attempt. It was successful, but not an overwhelming stealing threat is Aaron Brackle over there. He stays put as that one's fouled out of play. 1-2 on Hodges. Mount Lions have only attempted to steal 19 bases, but of those 19, they were successful 13 times. So not very easy to catch the Mount Lions on the base paths, as wanting strike three called was the Pueblo dugout. Instead, it's 2-2. Weaver set. He goes to first again, and again, a close play, but safely back. It's the Mount Lions center fielder. Weaver checks over to first, comes set. The 2-2. This one on the ground to the left side. Will it be two? They go to second, get the lead runner, and Brackle over there. So fielder's choice as Hodges replaces Aaron at first base. Brings up Hella. First pitch to Hella. That one on the inside half, strike one. One for two for Hella. 2-run home run back in the third inning. His first collegiate blast. Swings through an outside curveball, 0-2. The 0-2. Thought about it. Did he go? No, he did not. 1-2. Hella steps back in. Weaver set the offering. 1-2 fouled away over towards his own dugout. Count will stay. Hella, a 6'4", 160-pound freshman out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. 1-2, pitch out. Throw goes to second base. Dead to rights was Vander Hodges. Hella will get a fresh count when he returns. But the Mountain Lions are unable to score and still trail by a run as we go to the 7th.
The Mountain Lions report no runs, one hit with no errors.
Trey Vasquez will lead things off for the Thunderwolves. He'll be the second batter to face Hunter Owens back out on the mound for UCCS after getting one out to end the the 6th inning for UCCS. He delivers strike one to the Thunderwolves shortstop. A one on its way. That one just below the knees, 1-1. Hunter Owens, a big body out there on the mound, 6'3" he stands as he delivers a nice curveball there. Drops in just below the letters, 1-2. Good movement on his pitches. He also has a bit of a slider that he works with. Also a changeup in his repertoire. Slider, I'd say, is probably the pitch he throws the least. Kind of sticks with the 3-pitch of the fastball, changeup, and curveball. Seen a couple of those curves already from him. 2-2 here on Vasquez. This one's on the ground to the left side. It's on the wrong side of third base, though, and stays foul. 2-2, the count will stay. The offering, that one's outside, and the count will run full. Payoff pitch to Vasquez. Hung the curveball and he knocked it into left field. And a leadoff base runner, as with a single standing on first base, is Trey Vasquez. That'll push it to Kyson Howard. Howard is 1 for 3. He had a single his first time up on the first pitch he saw from Cipolla, and then he grounded out to third and struck out swinging his next 2 times to the plate. First pitch to him here is outside for ball 1. Owens starting to nibble a little bit here. He went right at Castaneda, got him to ground out on a 1-2 pitch, but kind of nibbled on Vasquez. Ran the count full and opens with kind of a ginger curveball, the outside. It's the 1-0 on its way. That was a fastball inside. 2-0. Owens, one of the more dominant pitchers in the Mountain Lions bullpen. When he's on, it's almost impossible to touch him, as that curveball also lands inside. 3-0, just doesn't look a whole lot of comfortable out there on the mound quite yet for Owens. Always takes a little bit for the pitchers to settle in. Timeout called. They're going to give a warning here. They're going to talk about it. Not quite sure what the call is. But marking down something in his book. Looks like a warning, yeah, to CSU Pueblo. See if anything comes out that later on, but 3-0 here as Kyson Howard takes strike one. 3-1 on its way. That was a curveball left high, and back-to-back base runners here to open the 7th inning for Hunter Owens. A leadoff single and then a 5-pitch walk. Brings up Jeremiah Sanchez. He tripled his last time up, came around to score. That brought the Thunderwolves within a run at the time. They were able to take the lead later in the inning. That was last inning in the 6th. And strike one delivered to Sanchez here. The 0-1. Bunt attempt put down. They check to third, go to first, and the out recorded there. Only the first out and a productive one as 2 runners in scoring position now for the Thunderwolves. Elijah Borjas, 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and a strikeout. That one just misses as curveball not landing the last couple attempts for Owens. See what he comes back with here. 1-0. Pitch goes fastball that time. Again, it's low. 2-0. Mountain Lions, who led for the first 4 innings of this game, first 5 innings of this game, now trailing 2-0. That one low as well. 3-0. Owens tries to find his command. Come set, runners on second and third, 1 out. The 3-0, that one's in there. 3-1, taking the whole way was Elijah Borjas. We're going to get a mound visit again, once again here from Mark Lee. Doesn't like what he saw. Pitching coach has a message to deliver. There is action already up in the Mountain Lions bullpen, but I don't think they're going to come get Hunter Owens quite yet. Usually Dave Hadjick is the one to do that, not Mark Lee, so see what Mark has to say. We'll stick with Owens with 3-1, 1 out, runners on second and third. Mountain Lions already trail after giving up 3 runs in the previous inning. Infield begins to disperse back to their position. Tchaikovsky's going to go out to break up the meeting. It appears to be Garrett Shriver that is up and throwing in the Mountain Lions pen. So he'll probably be the next arm we see for UCCS. But first, 3-1. Pitch from Owens. Curveball outside. He loses him. So bases loaded now. 1 out for Colton Miller. Miller is 0 for 3. Bunt violation, a fielder's choice, a ground out to short. Instead, it's going to be a pinch hitter as Cole Knightley steps in. The Mountain Lions aren't going to let Owens pitch to him. They wait till he's announced. So if the Thunderwolves want to pull him back, they're going to have to scratch him off the lineup card, and that'll be it for Hunter Owens. We will step aside. It'll be Garrett Shriver on for UCCS when we return. Pitching change in the 7th. It is Garrett Shriver that comes on in replacement of Hunter Owens. The first batter he'll face is Colton Miller, and he inherits quite the situation. Bases loaded, 1 out. See how he works his way. The 0-1 on his way to Colton. That one outside, 1-1. Shriver just trying to work speed outside. Get a rollover ground ball. Double play would end the inning for UCCS. They try and limit damage here. Haven't given up a run yet in the inning. See if that stays put, as that one's in the air, and that's going to get down. That'll score 2. In with it is Brakel, and no, it's only going to score 1 as the base runners had to make sure it got down before they went anywhere, but a run in, that'll go against Hunter Owens. The runners on second and third, and Borjas and Howard are still Owens' responsibility, but now on first, Miller belongs to Shriver. An RBI single for Colton Miller, his 5th RBI of the season. His 6th RBI of the season, as he had an RBI on his last time up on the ground out. And a foul ball opens the at-bat to Reggie Williams. Garrett Shriver comes in with a 9 ERA. He's 0-1 in decisions on his season. This is his 6th appearance, all of which have been in relief. As again, he tries to overpower Williams and does so somewhat successfully, gets the foul ball into the screen. 0-2. Strikeout would be big here for the Mountain Lions. Bases loaded, 1 out, 1 run in the inning. The 0-2. That one's in the dirt looking for the chase. Williams didn't bite on it, 1-2. Shriver peeks in to get his sign. Comes set on the mound. The pitch here. That one just inside as well, 2-2. 2-2 pitch. This one's lifted in the air. This could be trouble for UCCS in left field. And it gets down in fair territory into the corner. All 3 runs are going to score. And into second base with a bases clearing double is Reggie Williams. A 4 spot here in the 7th for CSU Pueblo has the Thunderwolves up 8-3. Still only 1 out in the inning for UCCS. Only one of those runs is going to count towards Shriver, as that'll also close the book on Hunter Owens. Final line on Owens. He goes just 2/3 of an inning, gives up a hit, 3 runs, all earned. 2 walks, no strikeouts. He faced just 5. And that is not the day that Owens was looking for. His 10.8 ERA will be headed north, as it's 1-1 here on Hennings. Nearly caught jumping over there was Reggie Williams, but nobody over there to receive a pickoff attempt at second base. Shriver goes to the plate, gets a swing and the miss. 1-2 on Hennings. Two and two here for Shriver. He offers to the plate, swung on and missed. Strike 3, big strikeout for UCCS, who needs any outs they can get here in the 7th. And the first strikeout of the outing for Shriver brings up Pruitt. First pitch to Pruitt on the ground, down the line. This will get another run home as it gets to the corner. Extra bases for Pruitt as he's around first and strides into second with a stand-up RBI double. 5 runs in the 7th for CSU Pueblo. 9-3, they lead it. Williams comes home to score the second run surrendered by Shriver. And the Mountain Lions continue to struggle here in the 7th inning. Fourth RBI of the day for Pruitt. He's done most of the damage for the Thunderwolves today. 0-1 here as Castaneda is the final Thunderwolf that had yet to bat as everyone comes to the plate for CSUP today. And that one misses 1-1. Looked like a good spot. Doesn't get the call low in the zone. One. That one catches the corner, 1-2. Little bit of a makeup call, I think, on that pitch, as the previous pitch looked to be center cut, middle of the thighs, but didn't get the call on that one. And similar pitch there, gets the ball call this time. Kind of, in my head at least, confirms the makeup call assertion. 2-2. Check on second, come to the plate. The 2-2 swung on and missed. He got him, overwhelmed him with the fastball, and the Mountain Lions get out of the inning. But 5 runs put on the board by CSU Pueblo. They lead it 9-3. It's stretch time in Colorado Springs. There's Pikes Peak in there somewhere. Lots of cloud cover to the west here in Colorado Springs as Ronan Hella delivers a swing and a miss to even the count 1-1. The opening at bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning at Mountain Lion Park. Mountain Lions, after leading for most of this game, have given up 8 runs in the last inning. 3 in the top of the 6th, 5 in the top of the 7th, and they trail 9-3. As that one drops in there on the inside half of the plate, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, that one's on the ground to the third base side over there to make the grab is Dave Hadjick, head coach of the Mountain Lions over there at third base. And the count will stay 2-2 on Hella. Hella came up in the top of the 6th, or bottom of the 6th, I should say, but a caught stealing gave him a fresh at bat as close play over there at third. Slipping on the bag was Dylan Weaver. He seems to be all right, though, and Hella is out number 1 in the Mountain Lions half of the 7th. Brings up the top of the lineup in Macaulay Sayre. That one catches the outside corner for strike 1. Unable to handle it behind the plate was Pruitt. He had to jog out to go get the baseball. Doesn't affect the outcome of the pitch, though, as this one's hit into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Aboard with one out as Macaulay Sayre, as the Mount Lions have work to do offensively. That'll bring up Kit Wigington.
Now batting left fielder, number 13, Kit Wigington.
Ball one in the dirt as digging in for the fourth time is Kit Wigington. He is 1 for 3 with a couple of flyouts and a single. Single was in his last at bat. He was stranded on first though, as this one's lifted high in the air. It's going to get out of play on the third base side, 1-1. So this is our only game today. It will be a 9-inning affair, not like yesterday where we had a couple of 7. So there is 2 more innings to be played. So the Mount Lions aren't down to their last gasp like they would have been yesterday, as that one's into right field. Cutting second, heading to third is Sayre. There's no play on him over there as he's in. And Wigington, for the second straight inning, has himself a single. Back-to-back singles for the second straight time at the top of the lineup for UCCS. And it's first and third for Caleb Stubbings. Caleb Stubbings is 0 for 2. He did reach on a walk back in the third inning, but he's flown out on a full count to center field and struck out looking his other 2 times. Takes for ball 1 this time around. Or excuse me. He flew out to right field and had a sacrifice fly his last time up. I was looking at Brad Madison's line, who's waiting on deck. That one's in there for strike 1 on Caleb Stubbings. He's confirming where the edge of that zone is with home plate umpire Chakowski. He'll step back in. The 1-1. This one's in the air to center field. Should be playable out there. And returning to first base is Wigington, as retired with the fly out for out number 2 in the inning is Stubbings.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 15, Brad Madison.
Here comes Brad Madison. Madison is 1 for 3 with a double, a strikeout, and a flyout. So he takes for strike 1 here. Another sac fly for Caleb Stubbings, as Sayre did come home and score for UCCS. It is a 9-4 game now. Wigington did have to return to first base as he did not tag on the play. It's 0-2 quickly here on Brad Madison. That one's outside, 1-2. As this one's ripped into left field for a base hit. Going station to station and stopping at second is Kit Wigington, as the Mount Lions have a couple of 2-out base runners here.
Now batting right fielder, number 21,
Casey Campbell, who has homered the last 2 days for UCCS, steps in. What a time it would be for that here. I would make it a 2-run game for UCCS in one swing of the bat. He faces Weaver for the first time. Swung on and missed. Nice breaking ball there. Gets the chase. 0-1. This one right back up the middle, but there is the shortstop Vasquez. He'll come across. Nice pick at first base by Williams. The Mount Lions do get a run back. Threaten for more, but strand two as it's 9-4 as we head to the 8th inning from Colorado Springs. Welcome back as the Thunderwolves come up to bat with a 5-run lead. As the Mount Lions look to battle back in this one, Garrett Shriver still out on the mound for UCCS. This one's weakly on the ground up the middle. Up with it, Hella. He'll come across and get the out at first base. Nice play from the Mount Lions shortstop to get out number one, as outs is what the Mount Lions need here and in a hurry as they try and get back in this game. An update for you, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the Mount Lions softball team also in action across the way. They're in their second game of a doubleheader against the Regis Rangers. The Rangers lead it 3-2 in the top of the 4th inning. It is 2 outs in the top of the 4th. There's a runner on third for Regis as they threaten for more over at the softball field here at UCCS. This one, though, is fouled off as it caught the shirt of Kyson Howard now at the plate. He evens the count 1-1. Mount Lions softball team was able to grab the first win in that doubleheader today after being swept in the 2 games yesterday. Paige White hitting a walk-off solo shot to win game 1. Hopefully they can do the same here in game 2 and earn the split in the final game of that series, as the baseball team here at UCCS tries to earn the split themselves. But they find themselves in a 5-run hole, 2-1 here on Howard. The pitch. That one catches a corner, 2-2. Nice fastball on the outside half from Garrett Shriver. Two. That one's in the dirt, looking for a chase, doesn't get it. 3-2.
Keep working. Come on, guys. Come on, kid.
3-2. This one's knocked right back where it came from, up the middle into center field for a base hit. And a 1-out base runner is Howard, brings up Sanchez.
Now batting, right fielder number 7, Jeremiah Sanchez.
Sanchez comes up. He had a sac bunt his last time up to move a pair of runners into scoring position. Ended up being productive as both came around to score, as that one misses outside for ball 1. 1-0 here on Sanchez. He's 2 for 4 overall. Couple of ground outs, a single and a triple. That one inside gets away. That one I imagine is going to be a pass ball, as should have been secured by Richardson behind the plate, but gets away. 2-0. And moving up to second base is Howard. Driver checks on second base, comes to the plate. That one catches the outside half, 2-1. Driver checks to second again, goes to the plate, 2-1, just misses inside with the fastball, 3-1. Some Mount Lions pitchers, though, you do have to pay attention to the base pass, seem to be a little too worried about the runners on and not so much focused on the task at the plate. The 3-1 pitch, that one just below the knees, loses him to first base as walking is Sanchez.
Now batting left fielder, number 36, Borjas.
Slow it down, kid. Slow it down. Here we go.
Borjas comes to the plate now. He's got a pair of singles, a walk, and a strikeout. Was erased his second time up on a fielder's choice at second base. Takes for ball one, his 5th trip. The 1-0. That one swung on and missed on the outside breaking ball, 1-1. One. This one's lifted into the screen, foul, 1-2. Mount Lions can't keep adding base runners here. First and second, 1 out. 9-4 game in favor of the visitors. Pitch from Shriver. That one's high and in. 2-2. Bases loaded now with 2 outs in the top of the 4th over at softballs. This one's knocked into center field. This one shouldn't get the run home, as once again having to make sure the ball got down in center field was Kyson Howard at second base. He'll stop at third, but bases loaded again for the second straight inning. With 1 out, he's coming to the plate. It's Cole Knightley. We're going to get a pinch runner here at first base for Borjas. That's going to be Jake Olgan Pacheco.
Come on, Cole. Been here before. Do it again.
Fouls off that first offering does Knightley. 0-1 on him. Runner on first is Howard. He singled to lead off the inning. Sanchez on second walked. And a 1 out, I should say, single from Borjas. Now being pinch run from Olgan Pacheco at first. Oh, 1. That one right down the pipe. 0-2.
Hey, get it going with 2. Come on, Cole.
Shriver gets his sign, comes set, working from the stretch. The 0-2 pitch. That one just misses outside. Good spot, looking for a chase. Doesn't get the call. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. That one, strike three called on the outside part of the plate. Knightley goes down looking. A big strikeout for Shriver and the Mountain Lions. Brings up Williams with 2 outs. Williams had a bases clearing double his last time up, also with the bases loaded. See if he can do the same here for the Thunderwolves and add to the lead as the Mountain Lions try and work out of the jam. First pitch hits him. That'll score a run. Up to third, Sanchez. Up to second is Olgan Pacheco with Howard coming in to score. Third hit by pitch the last 2 days for Reggie Williams, as he's just been battered in the box. As that one, nice little running curveball. 0-1. Hennings at the plate as a walk, a single and a double with a pair of strikeouts, one looking, one swinging. As this one's lifted out to Casey Campbell in right field. He'll get underneath it. The Mountain Lions do give up a run, but limit the damage there as they give up another bases loaded 1-out situation. They've got work to do, down 6 as we go to the bottom of the 8th.
Beat.
Travis Farrell will take over on the mound for the Thunderwolves, as going 2 innings is Dylan Weaver. He gave up 1 run on 4 hits. No walks, no strikeouts. He faced 9 Mountain Lions as ball 1 delivered to the plate. As Tyler Richardson leading things off for UCCS here in their half of the 8th inning. 2-0 quickly here on Richardson as he works ahead. That one right down the middle, 2-1. Richardson was hit by a pitch his first time up, has struck out swinging on 3 pitches and grounded to the second baseman since then. This time he grounds it over to first base. He'll be retired for out number 1 here in the 8th. Hayden Iverson's going to pinch hit for the Mountain Lions here in place of Aaron Brackle.
Pinch hitting for the Mountain Lions, number 25, Hayden Iverson.
Imagine Iverson will stay in the game defensively as he has many starts out there in center field for the Mountain Lions. He started game 3 yesterday in place of Aaron Brackle after Brackle played in game 2. Takes for strike 1. Next pitch here is lifted high in the air, straight up in the infield over towards shortstop. That one's going to be handled over there by Vasquez, and 1 pitch, 1 out on the pinch hitter Iverson. And that'll bring up Vander Hodges. Vander Hodges steps in. He's got a single. Fielder's choice his last time up. He was caught stealing to end the 6th inning for the Mountain Lions on the base pass. Never want to make the 3rd out on the base pass if you're a base runner. Nice play in the middle of the field by Farrell, taking a single away from Hodges. And the Mountain Lions go down in order in the 8th inning. We're headed to the 9th. The Mountain Lions got work to do. Down 6, 10-4. Hayden Zwag on to pitch for the Mountain Lions here in the 9th inning. He will face off against Brady Pruitt for the first time, and he bounces one about a 59-foot pitch there, I should say, for ball 1. Zwag comes in, 1246 earned run average. He is 0-1 on his season. Thus far, he is making his 6th appearance today. All of his appearances have been in relief for UCCS, and he's behind 2-0 here as he delivers a high ball once again. 3-0 now on Pruitt. Driver goes an inning and 2/3, gives up 5 hits, 3 runs all earned. He walked 1, struck out 3 as he faced 12 Thunderwolves and a 4-pitch walk. Open the outing for Hayden Zwag. Not the start he would have wanted by any stretch, but a leadoff base runner is Pruitt for Castaneda coming to the plate. Pruitt has reached in all but one of his 6 at-bats. Singled his first time up, lined out to Caleb Stubbings over at first base his second time, but then 3 straight RBI doubles. 1 RBI in the 5th, 2 RBIs in the 6th, and 1 his last time up in the 7th. As he's done a lot of the damage for CSU Pueblo today, as that one's in the dirt. For ball number 1, 1-1 now on Castaneda. A 1-1 pitch on its way. Nice curveball drops in on the outside half, 1-2. The 4th pitcher on the mound now for the Mountain Lions is Zwag. A little bit of a dance being done over there at first base by Pruitt. He'll dive back in once he gets the check. He's kind of hopping and jumping all around over there. Finally gets a throw. Another hop over there at first base, but he goes to the plate, leaves the curveball up. That's into right field over, and it's going to get down for a hit in front of Campbell. Having to make sure that it got down was Pruitt. He just moves up to second, but back-to-back base runners to lead off the 9th inning. And that will bring up Trey Vasquez. Vasquez has only reached once in this game. He's got a pair of flyouts and a pair of groundouts. The lone time he reached was in the 7th inning. He singled, came around to score a run. It's part of the big 5-run push of that 7th inning for CSU Pueblo. The Mountain Lions are going to talk this one over. Swag set on the mound, checks on second, comes to the plate. Nice fastball on the outside half for strike 1. This is the guy to get if you're the Mountain Lions, since he has struggled today. Really the only one in the lineup. As this one's on the ground, could be 2. Goes to second, there's 1. On to first. Safe at first. Close play. But they get the middle runner for the first out. Up to third is Pruitt. Erased at second is Castaneda, but on first with the fielder's choice is Trey Vasquez. Little bit of a bobble from Zwag, and that's what allowed Vasquez to reach at first base as that one's bounced in for ball 1. The 1-0, runner goes at first base. They're going to throw down. That one gets away, and the run's going to score. Messy baseball from UCCS, and a 7-run lead now for the Pack. Coley Sayre had to dive out to even keep that one in the infield, and it kicked away from him. It'll be a stolen base for Vasquez, but scoring on the play from third is Brady Pruitt. And this one's going to be knocked into center field. This may get a run home as well. They're going to stop him at third as the throw was on its way through. Caleb Stubbings ends up cutting it off at the pitcher's mound because the runner was held, but the Mountain Lions giving up more runs here. So first and third, once again, the situation with 1 out. As Jeremiah Sanchez, who Has a single, a triple, a walk, and a couple of ground outs. One of which was a sacrifice bunt. Comes to the plate, takes strike one. Sanchez earning his way back into the lineup today, as in game 2 yesterday, he was out in right field, had back-to-back dropped easy pop flies and was pulled from that game. But to start this game, he was tested right away with back-to-back fly balls in right field. He made a really nice diving grab on the first one against Kit Wigington for the second out of the game. And then was tested again, had a little more time to get over there in the bottom of the first for his first 2 putouts. He's behind 1-2 here against Hayden Swag. This one's in the air. This should get out of play, and does. Bounces off the top of the Thunderwolves dugout, and the count will stay 1-2. Runner on third is Vasquez. He reached on a fielder's choice. Kyson Howard, who singled, is on first. This one bounced over to first. The run will score. And out at first base as Stubbings takes it himself. Another run in, though, for the for the Roadrunners, the Thunderwolves. And that is an 8-run lead for Pueblo. Big Olgan Pacheco, who pinch hit last inning, back in. He stayed in the game in left field for Borjas. Takes for ball one low. Back set is Zwag. The offering here, that one right down the middle, is fouled back. 1-1. Check to second. Zweig will come to the plate. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Nice low in the zone fastball there. 1-2. One, two. That one. Strike three called on the outside part of the plate. The Mountain Lions give up a couple more, but get out of it, limiting the damage to 2. And they've got work to do, down 8. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Can the Mountain Lions rally? We'll find out after this. Bottom of the 9th inning, it will be 9-1-2 due up for the Mountain Lions. They are 8 runs away from the promised land. We'll see if they can do it. First pitch to Ronan Hella is in there for strike 1. Still out there on the mound for the Thunderwolves is Farrell. as this one's lifted into center field. This will be playable out there for Hennings. He'll make the grab for out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, number 6, Macaulay Sayre.
Macaulay Sayre, who's got a pair of singles his last 2 times to the plate, has also come around and scored his last 2 trips to the plate. Before that, in the first and third inning, he had back-to-back groundouts to the shortstop Vasquez. This time, he takes an opening fastball down the middle for strike 1. Second pitch, that one's in the dirt, 1-1. Macaulay Sayre in his sophomore season, infielder out of Broomfield, Colorado. That one's in there as well, 1-2. 1-2 pitch, high looping curveball, stays up. 2-2 now on the Mount Lion second baseman. Product of Legacy High School. 2-2 pitch, that one just down, and it's going to get just barely out of play. There is some action over there in the Mount Lions bullpen just in case. Doesn't look like it's too serious. It looks like Chris Bryant is over there getting warmed up. The 2-2 pitch. That one swung on and missed. Big strikeout for the Thunderwolves as they try and close the door on the Mount Lions. 2 outs here in the 9th brings up Kit Wigington. First pitch to Wigington, fouled straight back, strike 1. As it looked like it was going to be the Mountain Lions' day to earn the split, but the 6th inning, they took the lead with a 3 spot and then broke it wide open in the 7th with 5 runs. They've scored in every inning since the 5th, 1, 3, 5, 1, and 2 for the Thunderwolves since then. This will probably get the job done as it's popped up in the infield over there. Making the grab is Howard. In a 3-1 series win to open conference play for CSU Pueblo. The Mountain Lions looked like they were in line for the split, couldn't get the job done. They dropped to 3-1 in RMAC play overall. The Thunderwolves improved to 5-13. They are 3-1 in the conference. The Mountain Lions dropped to 8-12. Of course, 1-3 in the conference for UCCS. The Mountain Lions will take on the Thunderwolves again, their next matchup here at Mountain Lion Park. That game will be played a week from Tuesday, so we'll be back here at Mountain Lion Park. I'll have the action for you all at home in that game as well. A week from Tuesday, that is March 21st. I believe it is a 3 o'clock first pitch on that one as we take a look at some of the replay from this game. The Mountain Lions will head on the road this coming weekend and take on MSU Denver up at Regency Athletic Conference in downtown Denver, Colorado. The Thunderwolves will take on New Mexico Highlands. That will be played at Rawlings Field down in Pueblo. So the first home conference series for the Thunderwolves coming up this weekend as you look at the first collegiate home run, I should say, for Ronan Hella. Always a good feeling for him. That one getting over the head of the left fielder Borjas as well. Another double on the day for Brad Madison, but these Thunderwolves wouldn't go away. They come back scoring runs in the last 4 innings of play and overpower the Mountain Lions 12-4. But we appreciate you all being with us here this weekend. For Matt McDermott and Danny Silva in Game 1, Jake Ross, the rest of our crew, and all of us here at Mountain Lion Athletics, we appreciate you being with us this weekend. We will see you back here at baseball a week from Tuesday, as the Thunderwolves will be back in town to finish the season series here at Mount Lion Park against the Thunderwolves on that Tuesday. We thank you for being with us. We say so long for now from Mountain Lion Park.